State of Decay. Now you all know, or most of you know, that State of Decay 2 is coming out. This one we're in at the moment is State of Decay, the original one. This is actually, when I say the original, I mean the original, I don't mean year 1 edition original. This is the very first one, you know, the broken one, the one that's a bit sort of glitchy. It's not too bad, but the year 1 edition is more of a, well, the patched version. The one that they only gave people who actually supported this game right from the start a 33% discount. You had to buy the whole thing again to get the upgraded one, which at the time did not go down too well with a lot of the supporters of this game. I wasn't too impressed either. I mean, I've played this one, the original. I had the add-ons, or I played on the add-ons, and yeah, to have to go out and buy the whole thing again, especially it was a limited time offer as well. It wasn't like that you could just get 33% off. Why 33%? Well, work it out for yourselves with the profit margins and how things are marked up, that they basically still make money and you still have to buy the game basically. So anyway, moving forward to now, there's State of Decay 2. Now State of Decay 2 is coming out in, I think it's May the 18th, something like that. And they're actually bringing it out a lot cheaper. Now I can't remember what the actual price was of it now. What was it, $30 or something like that? $50 for the deluxe version or whatever it's called, or the full, the big.
How did you all end up at the
one with all the
anyways?
DLC or whatever? The
I don't know.
I can't remember its name.
Like the place
But anyway,
to
there are
go,
two
you know?
versions. You got your
End
cheaper
the
version, you
world
got
and
your
all
more
that.
expensive version.
Then we started hearing about how bad it was getting. Other people tried to go it alone and ended up. Well, we just sort of stayed here after that.
Just the 6 of you.
No. There used to be 12 of us.
Yeah, so you got your two versions of the game, and they are a lot cheaper than normal. They're not like $60 or your AAA prices. So what do we take away from that? Well, my thoughts on it are, well, the simple fact was, originally when this game was announced to come out again, if this game had been full price, I probably wouldn't have bothered with it, simply because of, like I say, the original one, when they bring out the kind of fixed version. Yes, it had a few extra characters in and that, which they were trying to justify as that's why it was full price. But seriously, it's a couple of changes to a few characters, adding a couple of characters, and there was a few other bits. It was basically what this game should have been. On top of that, I mean, they stopped supporting this game as soon as the year edition one was out. It was like this game wasn't supported anymore, so you weren't going to get any fixes to it. You got this, and like I say, this is to the people that actually supported this game from day one, or from when it was in development.
I've been thinking about a lot of stuff lately, and something occurred to me. We don't know squat.
Wait, what?
I mean, when it comes to long-term survival. Like, I've got my dad's old notebooks, and I'm sure some people here have at least worked on a farm, but if we had reference material, we could do a whole lot more.
What happened?
Well, since we don't have the internet anymore, I'm thinking we should start assembling a reference library. Books on
A little busy for that.
Yeah, so like I say, I probably wouldn't have considered the game, not after what happened with the first one, if the game had been full price. Now, my theory or thoughts on why the price is cheaper, there's several reasons I believe the price is cheaper. One of them is possibly the fact that they know the damage they did to some of the original adopters of the game, and I wish she'd shut up. Lily just doesn't shut up.
We gotta start somewhere, right?
Right. Yeah, I think they realised that some of the damage that was done to the fan base by pulling that stunt, or at least not giving them a decent discount, or just a, you know, patch or an upgrade to the game they already paid for. So it's possibly that's why the price is lower. They're trying to sort of appease those that they upset. And of course there is a couple of other reasons as well. One is this is an exclusive to Microsoft, but to Xbox and Windows 10, I believe. And it's a way of getting people to upgrade to Windows 10. So they're probably thinking that way as well, that having it cheaper, people will buy Windows 10 to get the game if they don't have an Xbox. And the final one is you can only get it through the Microsoft Store, as far as I know. So again, it gets people into the Microsoft Store, gets them using it. Once you've sort of broken the ice and you've done a purchase there, you'll probably use it more. That's, you know. So in effect, the game is kind of a bit of a loss leader. Oh, 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 oh. So really, having this game discounted is a smart move on Microsoft's part. For all three reasons. And that is why I believe this game is cheaper. Not because they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. It's all about business.
Nice. I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
We'll be
Take
ready.
this back with us. Now you can see in this one, I'm not that far in because I put it onto a new computer. It was on my old computer, so I
How's
just
it going?
installed it on the new one.
I'm almost there.
We'll crack open a cold one for you.
And that's why I'm only at this first base. Now I looked at a couple of videos that they did.
There you go. Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Sweet.
Just to get a general idea of what the new game was going to be like, or the State of Decay 2 was going to be like. I haven't looked at it too much because I don't really want to, because I have actually, well, I'm going to get this at release. If it had been full price, like I said, I just wouldn't have bothered. But the simple fact is, the price has been reduced, and yeah, fine, okay. I will take it, and we will see, because looking at it, it looks like it's going to be a really good game, the second one. I mean, this is still a good game. It's just a shame that this version is a bit sketchy, as opposed to the Year 1 edition, when this shouldn't be sketchy. But, you know, it being the game is going to be cheaper, I will be picking it up. And I will be bringing it to you on the day of launch, or around that time, as soon as we can. And I will be playing it, well, definitely all the way through, and barring any major hiccups, we'll be playing this from start to finish and doing a whole big series on it. So we'll see how we get on with that. There's a lot of zombies over there. Let me get in this. See if I can remember how to drive. Just go for a quick drive. So they've added quite a bit more, it looks like, to the base, setting up your base and all that kind of stuff in the new one, which will be... This one, like I say, was okay. It was a little bit limited on what you could do, but now it seems there's a bit more to it. Don't want to go too far off the beaten track, or get myself in trouble. So I might do a video or two of the original one, this one, before the launch. Just to basically get warmed up for it, really. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be... It looks similar, put it that way. Well, let's just finish this horde. Horde killed. Let's say with this game, I mean, they could have just added maps to it, really. They could have. I suppose if they, I don't know if they've changed the engine. I'm assuming they've changed the engine. I'm not certain on that because they are going to have like a co-op thing now, which they couldn't do in this one as far as I know. And I think it's something to do with the engines. You have to change the whatever it is that they were using. But don't quote me on that. So there we go. It's now getting dark here, so I'm going to leave this one here. And like I say, I might do a couple of these before the State of Decay 2 comes out. And then as soon as that comes out, we'll be straight onto that. And we'll be bringing that to this channel. Hey Lily, have you heard this one? Apparently you can get the collector's edition of State of Decay 2 for $70. But it doesn't actually have a copy of the game in it. That's right, there's no game. Who comes up with this?